Today I'm going to show you how to select and mix acrylic paints. After I've mixed the colors, I'm going to paint them onto a canvas and make a full landscape painting to show you how the colors work well with one another. I'm starting with the natural sky, and actually the secret to get a natural looking sky is actually yellow ochre, which I'm going to show here in a second. It just gives it kind of a warm tone and it makes the color really realistic. Just a little bit, you don't want too much, but I just always add a little bit of yellow ochre into my skies. So these aren't just the colors I'm using now. In all my paintings, I'm using similar colors. These bottles of paint in the camera are most of the colors I use all the time. I don't really use a whole bunch of other colors. When I paint skies, I usually use the same colors. So the colors I'm using for this painting, I use for all my other paintings as well. Distant mountains are really the same color as the sky, but just a slightly darker version and with a little more yellow ochre. Blue and yellow make green, so when I add more yellow ochre, it makes the mountains a little bit green. I love this color mountain. I feel like it looks really realistic and distant, and I just feel like it works really well. So anytime I paint mountains, I use that mixture. Acrylics dry pretty quickly, so in order for me to get that fog blended with the mountains, I have to paint it really quickly. Something to think about with dark colors, chrome oxide green and permanent black are kind of empty colors. They aren't real strong, so I usually have to paint 2 layers in order to get it dark enough before I paint my highlights onto the trees. I like to paint it over twice. I paint it over once, let it dry, and then paint it over again, so that it's not like see-through. Burnt umber is a really nice color to add into grass. It gives it kind of a natural color. Notice how I'm adding red into the trees. Found that red pine trees look really nice, so I don't like them extremely red, just a little bit. I add red into the green mixture and it gets a really nice color. So I love making red pine trees. This lake area is just basically a reflection of the mountains, and it's really easy. I can get really realistic water by simply painting blue. I'm gonna paint a few other colors into it, but it's mostly just an exact color of the sky or mountains, kind of just a blue color. And it's gonna look like perfectly reflecting water when it's finished. I found that snow has a tendency to look too gray when I paint it on. If you add more white to it, it becomes too bright. So if you add a little bit of ultramarine blue, it gives it kind of a very white look, actually. And it'll look much more realistic. But if you don't put ultramarine blue in it, it sometimes can look really gray and dull. It's probably because it's reflecting the sky, because snow is reflective, so the ultramarine blue is just more accurate because it's reflecting the sky colors. So I'm just about finished with this painting, and if you enjoyed this video, then please like it. Or if you would like to get more videos in the future, simply subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're interested in purchasing this original canvas, please check out my website at jonathanschlichterartist.com.